How to stay poor forever, a la Alex Hormozi. We got to talk about Jerome Powell, Fed President Mester. We're going to talk about something that Lambert just put out. And finally, what is Barbara Corcoran saying about the real estate market? And more specifically, what is Barbara telling sellers to do today? Folks, let's get into it. Lots of great stuff to talk about. Let's start with good old Jerome Powell and his Jackson Hole speech. Folks, over the last year or so, you have heard me repeatedly criticize Jerome Powell for not talking tough, but really being dovish. What I mean by that is I believe Jerome Powell has had kind of split personality. He needs to talk tough so the market understands higher for longer. Right? The market, as of last week, was still thinking the first rate cut is coming in June. Things of that nature. I believe Jerome Powell's current vision of the future is A, they're done raising rates, and B, no rate cuts in 2024. So again, I believe what Jerome Powell is trying to do is to kind of split the market and get the market saying, hey, okay, higher for longer, normalized rates, all of those things. So again, I think if you listen to Jerome Powell's speech on Friday, it was hawkish. But if you read the speech, it was actually quite dovish. So again, I am making a call right here, right now. The Fed is done. If I am wrong and they raise rates, I will, of course, wear my swing and a miss shirt. I have it right over there. But yeah, I think they're done. I think they're done. I think there's some internal debate going on, but there are so many signs that the economy is clearly slowing down. Just the interest expense on debt. All of these things are piling up to say, the Fed, you've done enough. Let's wait and see. So again, that was Jerome Powell's speech. I have more discussions on that in the Friday and Saturday daily financial news that we'll post at 9 and 10:30 if you want to check those out. Let's go to Fed President Mester. Loretta Mester was out talking the other day. These were some of the notes that I took from it in no particular order. She thinks that one more hike might be required, but not necessarily September. Right? No rate hike in September. Let the data come in. We'll see what we see. Once we stop, we will be on hold for a while. Higher for longer. She says we have a good shot at delivering 2% without damaging the real economy. This one blew me away. She wants to get to the 2% target by 2025. Yeah, I think they're going to get there in 2024. The data around shelter starts to roll over this month, and we'll see it in a couple of weeks, and it gets better the next several months. So we shall see. We do got to watch oil and gas prices, although with China slowing down, the rest of the world slowing down, you got to imagine oil comes in a little bit, but we shall see. Loretta said something that takes some guts to say. Under tightening is worse than over tightening. Now, why is that? Because if you under tighten, it could allow inflation to get entrenched and you have a bigger problem, right? A bigger monster. You didn't put the monster down, the monster got up. Over tightening, I believe the Fed knows how to fix that, right? You cut rates, you do an emergency meeting, whatever it is. She did say core inflation is too high. I do believe shelter inflation starts to roll over, starting with the September print in October and November and December. But we just got to get there and make sure. And then finally, this is the statement that I believe the Fed presidents and specifically Jerome Powell believes. They have to be patient. They've done a lot. Frankly, I believe they've done enough. But unquestionably, they've done a lot. So they need to be patient. They can't overreact to one number. They can't overreact to CPI going from 3 to 3.3, for example, last month. There's a lot of stuff going through the economy that they need to be patient for. So again, Fed President Mester, Loretta Mester, kind of articulated what I think is, hey, we're gonna sit on the sidelines for a little bit. We're gonna see what's going on. We will raise if we have to, but we don't want to. That is my opinion of what is going on at the Fed. How about Lance Lambert? Lance Lambert is an amazing writer in Fortune. He is a wonderful follow on Twitter, News Lambert. And more specifically, he comes on this channel every Thursday to give us his insights into housing. And over the last 24 hours, at least for me, I've seen them, last 24 hours, Lance has taken the 40 largest metro markets and done something amazing. He's basically created 3 tiers. I want to make sure I get these right. Basically created 3 tiers, right? The Case-Shiller number that we get is kind of the middle of the market, right? I think it's like 35 to 65% of the market, right? It's the middle or the median. What Lance did, which was genius, is he went out and got the low end and the high end to complement the complete picture. The S&P or Case-Shiller numbers that are reported monthly are the middle. But if you watch this channel, you know that's the housing market today is very different. We have a low-end market, entry-level, first-time home buyer that's never been more scarce, lack of inventory, and plenty of demand. And we have a luxury market, which is always an optional buy, that they don't have to have a luxury home, that is ice cold. Lance Lambert did that analysis for the top 40 markets, and lo and behold, we were right. The low end is on fire, the high end is ice cold. Please go to his Twitter feed, News Lambert. Check out the charts. They're amazing. It's like, we got it right again. So check it out. See if one of your markets is in the top 40. Lance, if you watch this, great job. That's the kind of analysis we need. That is housing, housing, housing. It's not just some amorphous number. It is the entire market. Great job. Barbara Corcoran. I always mispronounce that. Barbara, Shark Tank. She has a great book, by the way. She may have written a couple of books. I read one of her books. I wish I remember the title, but anyways. She has come out and basically said repeatedly that, hey, once rates come in, housing prices are going up. I don't need to repeat that. Barbara's advice for sellers? Get this. Barbara is telling sellers, you should wait until next spring. Don't sell now. Don't list now. Wait till next spring. Let interest rates come in and you will get more for your house as demand explodes. Now we're telling sellers in a market with no inventory not to list. The housing market is broken. Folks, do me a favor. I have seen on Instagram a very interesting statistic quoted for BlackRock, but I can't source it. I don't know if this is fake data. People are repeatedly posting something that says, hey, if rates go down 1%, 5 million demand come on the market. If rates go down 2%, 10 million come on. I don't know. I can't find the source. I spent an hour trying to Google search this, search on Google. If anybody can find an article or a link to the source where BlackRock says that, I would love to see it. I would love to see that analysis. Because as of right now, I have to put that in the fake news category because I don't have a source, right? It's like, it sounds too good to be true. I don't know. But if you have a data, I would love to see that information. All right, good old Alex Hormozi. We will do that next. But first, let's congratulate a couple people for getting their golden tickets. KC, congratulations for getting your golden ticket. Your card will go in the mail. And Scott, here is your golden ticket your card is going out in the mail. What are these golden tickets? These are people who follow or influenced by one rental at a time that got their first deal. You can only ever get one of these. Casey and Scott, congratulations. After that, if you get your second, third, fourth deal, you will get a black card because we celebrate all wins. Everybody doing the work, we celebrate you. So congratulations, Scott and Casey. Now, how to stay poor. This is a tweet from Alex Hermosi. I want to thank Jen for sending this to me. Jen, wonderful. Thank you for thinking of me. Here we go. How to stay poor forever, according to Alex Hermosi. Start tomorrow. Read books, do nothing. Take advice from poor people on how to get rich. Take advice from failed mortgage brokers and kids who live in their mom's basement. Pick a spouse who makes you feel guilty about working. Fail once, quit forever. Blame your circumstances. Blame other people. Expect the government to save you. Value the opinions of others over your own. Complain. Think the world isn't fair. Oh, I'm sorry. Think the world is fair. Ooh, that's a subtle tweak in that. That's a good one. Think the world's not fair, folks. Avoid discomfort. Growth comes from being discomfort. Tolerate mediocrity. Make promises, break promises. Wait for perfect conditions. Prioritize looking rich over being rich. Avoid working on what matters most. Stay busy, accomplish nothing. Say you're going to do something, don't do it. Do what 99% do. Expect to be in the 1%. Do your best rather than whatever it takes. Talk more, do less. Start something new today. Start something new tomorrow. Repeat. Make mistake, repeat mistake. Excuse me. Find something that works. Stop doing it. Assume you're always right. Always take it personally, then get emotional. Increase your income. Increase your expenses even more. Stay undecided. Compare yourself to people poorer than yourself to feel better. Do what everyone else is doing. Expect to get something different. Do things to make everyone else happy. Value entertainment over education. Show up late or not at all. Never prepare. See someone make a mistake, do the same thing. Think that someone has to lose money for you to make money. Believe what people say more than what they do. Folks, that is how to stay poor from Alex Hermosi. That is on X or Twitter. Go check it out. He is a wonderful follow. And then finally, we are doing the first live 10-week boot camp for one rental at a time. Again, it is, I consider it expensive at $1,000. You do get all kinds of free goodies. You will get 10 weeks of my time. It will change lives, but it is not for everyone. If you have to put this event on a credit card, please do not buy it. Watch the free content here. Maybe get my $15 book, or if you want, get the $47 buy box, 2-hour buy box video. And again, if you want it and you don't have the money, reach out, charity. I will give it away to you for free. Please don't take advantage of me. But hey, if you need it, you need it. By all means, let's go. Folks, if you have already bought the boot camp, remember, I sent you 5 questions. About half of you have already answered. Thank you very much. The other half, I'll try to send a reminder email today or tomorrow. But yes, those 5 questions, I want to know more about you, where you are and what's important to you. It will allow me to prepare and over-deliver. And then the agenda, the format of our 10 weeks. I will bring one topic. We will talk about one thing as a group for about 30 minutes. And then there will be up to 90 minutes of questions. I understand that everybody coming to this boot camp are at very different places. I will have a framework for the 10 weeks, but if you're like the first topic, how to find or pick a market. Some of you already have a market. So that first 30 minutes may not be relevant to you. But remember, the next 90 minutes, you can ask me anything you want. You are going to get my time. I want to over-deliver to the people who are here. I want to make sure that you are getting value each and every week. I will hold you accountable. I'm taking notes. I'm going to do my best to treat you like one of my sales reps. I'm going to talk to you where you are at in your process. We are going to set incremental steps, and believe me, I will follow up. For example, maybe you don't know a market. So what I might tell you or ask you or suggest to you is, hey, do me a favor. Think about these 5 or 6 things, and the next time we meet as a group, I want to hear 3 markets we're looking at. Maybe you're like, Michael, I know what market I want. What do I do next? Well, great. I'm going to give you a task. I'm going to give you some things to do. And believe me, I will follow up. Folks, in this boot camp, I will pat you on the back and kick you in the butt based on what I think you need. I am hoping everyone interacts. I'm hoping this group gets together and moves together. I look forward to it. We likely will have our first call on the Friday, the first full week of September after Monday, Labor Day. It'll be a Zoom call Friday, maybe 6 o'clock Pacific. I'm still juggling some times. But if you want to be a part of this, if you want to move the needle, there'll be a link below. You can buy it on my website. It's the 10-week journey. You get all my courses. It's like $700 or $800 worth of stuff. We're going to be together 10 weeks over the next 6 months or so. If you're stuck, let's go. If you don't know what to do, let's go. But again, remember, please do not buy this if you have to put it on a credit card. If you're going to pay interest on this and the $1,000 is going to end up being $3,000, don't buy it. Watch the free stuff, buy the book, get the buy box for $47. It's totally okay. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Have an amazing day. One more time, let's give it up for Casey and Scott. Bye-bye.